Tamil Nadu, he has been going and giving lectures. Usually, profile kudu sonnaka, எங்களுக்கு எங்க ப்ரொஃபைல் கொடுனாக்கா ஒரு அரை பேஜ்ல முடிஞ்சிடும். நேற்று ஒரு ஐயப்பன் சார் சயின்டிஸ்ட் வந்திருந்தாரு எங்க ஒரு நேஷனல் சயின்ஸ் ஃபேர்ல. அவரோட ப்ரொஃபைல் 2-3 பேஜஸ்ல இருந்தது. ஒரு சில ஸ்பீக்கர்ஸ்க்கு ப்ரொஃபைல் 10 பேஜஸ் கூட பார்த்துருக்குறேன். சார்து ப்ரொஃபைல் கொடுங்க சொன்னாக்கா ஒரு 500 பேஜஸோட புக் எடுத்துன்னு வந்துட்டார் சார். ஸோ சார்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபைல் இஸ் 500 பேஜஸ் ஒர்க் and still it is increasing. And how many degrees? It is said Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was having yes, slow, mute that. So what I am telling is decrease means 1, 2, 3 we will be having, but SAR is having more than 30 degrees and diplomas. More than 30 degrees and diplomas SAR is having. So such a learned person we are going to listen on a very important topic, the effective enhancement of teaching and learning. So teaching and learning every day it should be enhanced and it should be effectively enhanced. So Dr. Muhammad Waseem Bari sir will be doing it to us. Yes, sir.
Am I visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Is my voice audible?
Yes, our audible.
Okay. Okay. In the name of Almighty, most gracious, most merciful, respected President, Secretary, Treasurer, Office Bearers of Organization of Muslim Educational Institutions and Association of Tamil Nadu, the key person who has introduced about me, my elder brother, Professor Syed Salim Sahib, audience, my just past speaker, and dear wonderful inmates of this meeting. I welcome you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good morning to all. Sir has introduced about me. It's not. So we should be a role model. We should be an example. So learning is a continuous process. It's not that I am great, I am very popular. It's not like so. I am always a learner. I myself believe that I am a learner and I am at the basic of learning. So if we think this kind of mentality, ultimately we can reach to higher goals and we can reach the target at a very short span of time. This is the first introductory point which I would like to record here. Today's topic, the effective enhancement of teaching learning, is a ocean topic. It's not just we can conclude within this time given duration of 30 minutes or 40 minutes like so. It's a very vast ocean. But anyhow, I would like to give three important key points which will make every teacher and every academician, not only a teacher, every academician, to reach the target and to find the solution called intelligence. So the first important key point, what I would like to insist here is, as a teacher, as an academician, whether you may be at the secondary grade level, you may be at the higher secondary grade level, or you may be at the matriculation level, or you may be at the lower grade level, when you are given certain responsibility, the first key point, what I would like to suggest for a teacher, for an academician is, you should have the confidence level. I can do this. I can be able to handle this. I can be able to solve this. I can be able to overcome this. So many times we can see a teacher always think that, no, I'm only skilled in this particular topic. I'm only skilled only in this particular subject. I'm only skilled in this particular area. I'm only skilled only in this particular discipline. It's not like so. When you are given a responsibility, when you are given a kind of work to do, you should take it as a confidence level. You should take it the confidence level. I can do it. It is possible for me. Just now, our previous topic has, I could be able to listen to the Mawla. He has said, Almighty does not give you the more difficulties what we cannot be able to bear. So you take it in the first positive way, that you can be able to manage what is assigned to you. You can be able to fulfill what is given to you. You can be able to accomplish what the assignment, what the work, what the job is given to you. If you take it into the positive development, if you take it into a positive direction, if you take it into a positive mode, ultimately your next step will become very easy. That is, in life, wherever you are, it is not only related to subject, it is not only related to your teaching profession. In life, wherever we are, if we take into positivity, we have two types of aspects in every direction. When we go for any good, when we go for a work, we can have a good work, we can have a bad work. When we go for any kind of solution, we can have a success solution, we can have a failure solution. Like the same, when you go for this kind of assignment, what is given to you, you have again two thoughts. One is called positivity thought, another is called negativity thought. As a human being, you can come across with negativity, there is no doubt. But to overcome this negativity, you should create the confidence level. If you create the confidence level within you, ultimately I can give you the label, I can give you the certificate, I can give you the the good news that you are the one of the key masters, you are one of the key prominent role models, you are one of the key prominent identities for other colleagues, for other teachers, for other fellow beings, for other, I can be able to say even this word, for other, our enemies. You take it as enemies, you take it as our opponents, our fellow beings who are within us, within that, within the job, you take as an opponent. I should overcome with my opponent, I should overcome with my fellow being, I should have some sort of uniqueness with my fellow being. If you take this into consideration, ultimately the first key factor, that is called confidence, will increase your boosting, will increase your moral, will increase your willpower, will increase your boldness, will increase your courage. See, the concept confidence, how many different types of sub layers it has. It has the layer of self confidence, it has the layer of boosting, it has the layer of self development, it has the layer of courage, it has the layer of I can be able to solve the problem solving skill. All the sub layers come into consideration if you have the first key factor called the confidence. So my humble suggestion, my humble request to the audience, to the academic, to the academicians, to the teachers, or to the other source of people who are associated with the teaching profession, please try to develop your confidence level. If you develop your confidence level, ultimately you are the winner there, you are the leader there. In the successive sessions, I shall put light on the leadership quality also in the next week, like so on. So when you increase the confidence level, you are supposed to be at the very first step of the effective enhancement of teaching. If you suppose, on the other hand, you don't come across with the positivity ladder, you are supposed to be having the negativity ladder, then you are supposed to be on the other side of the coin. That is where we can say you are demoralizing yourself. You are having the inferiority complex within you. You are not supposed to be leading in the race. So, my dear humble audience, please try to develop the positivity. What the assignment is given to you, what the responsibility is given to you, what the job is given to you, or sometimes what the qualities on based on the quality what is bestowed on you. Try to have the first important key factor, that is called confidence. I hope you are very much understood with the concept of confidence. Now I would like to go for the second important key factor, that is skill. Of course, skill is vital, skill is essential, skill is mandatory, skill is compulsory. It is not that skill may be taken into consideration, may not be taken into consideration, maybe may be into account, may not be into account. It is not like so. Skill is always essential. As a teacher, as a academician, as a one of the key role personalities, you should have the skill within you. What you are familiarizing in your subject, you should have the skill power, how to make it to the audience, how to present it to the students, how to present it to the end user, how to present to the other end of the people. This can be done with the help by understanding certain traits. So what are the traits? You should know the psychological power, psychological ability of the student. It is not that you only have the skill, others do not have the skill. Everyone has skill, but it is the way how do we present it, the way how do we represent it, the way how do we make it into a meaningful classroom. That is called skill. And for the skill, the second important quality factor for the skill, you should be well prepared. I always insist this wherever I go to the teachers. Please do not enter your classroom. Please do not start your lecture. Please do not go into the presentation without a practice. Everything needs practice. So if you have certain practice within you before presenting, ultimately that confidence, what I have said just now, that will increase your that brand, that will increase your loyalty, that will increase your popularity. Of course, it is also important, as Sir has introduced about me, he is a popular personality. He used to go to various institutions like so on. So it is not that popularity, the skill what has been inculcated within me, the skill what I have been record, what I have been presented, the skill what I have been rendered, the skill what I have been shown to the other end, that makes us to this level, that is called popularity. We should not think of popularity. We should always have the thinking ability of the how do I have the skill and how should I present the skill. So presenting the skill in a great way is also a tactic. Many people have skills, but they don't know how to present it in a very feasible way. They don't know how to present in a very audience approachable way. So you should present the skill in such a way that you can use any type of methods. We have contemporary method, we have ancient method, we have blackboard method, we have presentation method, we have other source of method, we have diagrammatic method, we have different types of chart method. Any method you can be able to apply. It is not that only one type of method you should adapt. You can adapt any type of methods. I insist all the types of methods. So situations may vary. If the situations is not in a position to go for the modern different types of presentation tools, you go for the contemporary method. You go for the ancient style of method, which will also attract the audience with the help. How do you present? How do you make your skills into a very understandable way? So the second important factor, what I would like to insist for every academician is show your skill in a very high growth way. Don't show your skill that you should be demoralized or you should be out of the box. Of course, everyone has skill, but the way how do we make it in a very attractive way? The way how do we make it understandable to the student? The way how do we make it with the help of some examples? The way how do we make it with the help of some demo? This is called skill. So try to enhance your skill. This is the key factor what I have framed in the topic called effective enhancement. So enhancement increases your popularity. Enhancement increases your loyalty. Enhancement increases your credibility. Enhances increment to go for the next higher level of the different types of assignments. So we might have assignments today, one type of assignment. After some 6 months, another responsibility may come to us. After some 1 year, another responsibility may come to us. After some 5 years, we might be at the top level. We might be having the leadership assignment. So how these assignments are assigned, this is the second factor, what we call the skill. How do we present? How do we make it to the audience? How do we make it to the end users? That makes us to grow on the other side. We can be able to have different types of new assignments. With the new assignments, ultimately our popularity or our achievements grow simultaneously. So please, my dear audience, this second important key factor, which is called the skill, try to make it effective, try to make it in a very easy approachable way, and try to see how the tools are are supposed to be in that particular atmosphere. Suppose if you don't have the ancient type of method, blackboard is not there, you have the modern type of tools there, so try to go for the modern type of method. So you should be having the blended way. Either this way you should be making your presentation, or that way you should be making your presentation. You should not be sticking, no, I know only this type of method, I may not be able to present in other type of method. Don't have this kind of dual thinking within you. You mono thinking within you. Have the choice of open, that you can be able to present your skills with all the types of dimensions. So if you can be able to present it in all the type of dimensions, ultimately I am sure you might be in the ladder of accomplishment to the leadership quality that is the more important in this type of presentation. So this is shortly what I have defined about the quality of skill. The third important key factor, what I would like to suggest in this presentation is, in this lecture is, you should have the best communication. Communication is more important. It is not that if you don't, you may be having the good skill, you will be having the good confidence level, but the way, the the source, how do you present it, how do you make it orally, or how do you make it vocabulary? If you're not up to the mark, ultimately everything goes diluted. Communication is vital. Communication is must. I always insist. I always give this specific lectures in most of the occasions to the teachers. Specifically, I take the communication classes. Communication is very important. You should not make the collapse of the tenses, present tense into past tense or past tense into the future tense. We should not be having these kinds of wrong types of tenses, which makes the other user, which makes the learner, which makes the student to think in the wrong direction. Please enhance your communication, which is also more important for teachers. Particularly for teachers, it is more important. Try to enhance your communication, try to develop new vocabulary words, try to search for the literary words which will ultimately make your presentation, which will ultimately make your lecture, which will ultimately make your explanation in a very feasible way, in a very enjoyable way. Of course, you will also enjoy when you deliver your lecture, when you explain everything in a perfect way. Ultimately, you will also enjoy. Oh, I did something justice in the allotted 1 hour. I did something justice in the allotted 15 minutes. I did justice in the allotted 1.5 hours. I did some justice in the allotted 2 hours. I did justice in the full day presentation. So in this way, you should enhance your the third important key factor, that is called communication. Communication is more essential. For the communication, the we have a principle called we should have the listening ability, we should have the speaking ability, we should have the reading ability, we should have the writing ability. Of all the four sub-communication tools, the most important is the listening ability. The more the individual has the listening ability, the more the individual has the listening power, the more the individual has the listening concentration, the other three comes automatically. Reading his or her reading ability goes very fine, his or her speaking ability goes very fantastic, his or her writing ability goes very excellent. So show excellency. Excellency if you show in your assignment, excellency show in if in your job, excellency show if in your allotted works. Ultimately, you are the winner there. You are at the leading position there. So, my dear beloved academicians, my dear teachers, my dear aspirants, try to enhance your this communication aspect. Of course, communication is also a broad aspect. I am just giving the first definition of communication. I am not giving all the full-fledged detailed ocean of communication here. I have touched only the first definition: your listening ability, your reading ability, your speaking ability, and your writing ability, which will make you to the blow, which will make you to the highest mark, which will make you to the up to the excellency. Excellency will ultimately make you the highest to the highest position. Excellency will ultimately make you to the largest position. Excellency will ultimately make you to the uniqueness. I always enjoy with the word called uniqueness. So if there are 15 teachers, if there are 7 teachers within your same class for the third standard, some 7 teachers are there for some different types of departments, some other 5 colleagues are there. You be unique within them. You don't be the same the others what they are doing. You don't have the same type of thinking, same type of the style. Go for the uniqueness. If they are doing in that way, I can be able to do in this way. You think something in a different thinking, different methodology. Of course, your uniqueness will be having some sort of a sweetness. Your uniqueness will be having some sort of fragrance. Your uniqueness will be having some sort of easy attracting by the audience. So always we should have in our mind the audience centered approach. Audience are more important. It is not that only my lecture is up to the mark. My lecture is very, I have different types of skills. I have the confidence level, but I don't consider for the audience. Audience centered approach is more important in the communication aspect. Audience centered approach is also one of the important considerations. Please try to increase your or develop your or give the more colors to your communication style, your communication presentation, your communication aspect, your communication delivery, which will make you unique from other different types of colleagues or other different types of your opponents. So the third important key factor, what I have insisted here is the communication factor. When you have the confidence level factor, when you have the skill level factor, when you have the communication level factor to the highest grade, I will give this formula: confidence plus skill plus communication is equal to, on the right hand side, you will get the intelligence. Intelligence is not that we can go and buy. Intelligence is not that we can go and borrow. It cannot be buyed also, it cannot be borrowed also. Intelligence will come based on certain prerequisites. So the prerequisites are, I have chosen here, the first level is the confidence level, the second level is the skill level, the third level is the communication level. If these three prerequisites are there, this is left hand side. The right hand side, the solution will be giving you the prominence that is called intelligence. So intelligence, the word itself has its weightage. Intelligence, the word itself has its own gallows. So try to look for the intelligence in your teaching profession. Try to grow for the intelligence level in your assignments. Try to grow for the intelligence level into your allotted additional jobs. Of course, you are in teaching profession, but you are given additional jobs also. Please take care of this assignment. Please take care of that assignment for this month or for the next upcoming 2 months, like so on. So show that your full efforts there, show your full interest there, show your full spirit there, which will make you to go for the other side. That other side is called intelligence. So this intelligence, who will give? Intelligence, you will not give the answer to you. The society will give you the intelligence, the value. The students will give you the intelligence, the value. Your immediate successor, your principal will give the credit of intelligence. Your administrators, your management, they will give the credit of intelligence. Your higher authorities, they will give the credibility of intelligence to you. So when you have done these three aspects from your side, you will get the reward, you will get the answer, you will get the reply, you will get the appreciation, you will get the recognition, you will get the crown. I will say this word crown. You will get the crown called intelligence for you from the other side. So everything we should expect from the input what we give, we cannot expect the output from our side. We should expect the output from the other side. What the other side is giving the remark, whether they are giving the remark in an optimistic way, or whether they are giving the remark in a pessimistic way, whether they are giving the remark in a good way, or whether they are giving the remark in a bad way, whether they are giving the remark in a growth way, or whether they are giving the remark in a degrowth way, whether they are giving the remark in our full aspiration, or they are giving the remark in our, we can say, demoralization. So this intelligence will come from the other side. This intelligence will come from the other end. This intelligence will come from the other people. This intelligence will come from the other aspect. So the aspect may be your students, the aspect may be your immediate higher authorities, the aspect may be your principal, the aspect may be your management authorities, the aspect may be your administrators, the aspect may be, I will say, your audience. So in a classroom, your audience are limited. When you go for any kind of conference, the the your audience will be large. When you go for any type of a mega gathering, your audience may be large. So this intelligence is more vital in life. Any department, intelligence is more important. Any sector, intelligence is more important. Any different types of assignments, we should go for the output, we should go for the end result, we should go for the expectation, the prospective result, that is intelligence. For this intelligence, the basic three conditions, the basic three important ingredients, that is confidence plus skill plus communication. This is more essential. If you apply these three, ultimately your next solution will be the intelligence factor. So my dear audience, my dear academicians, my dear aspirants, please try to have, for any activity, you please think for the output, how the outcome will be, how the end result will be, how the end point will be, if you have, how the destination will be. If you think always this in your mind and in your spirit, automatically your way of exercise, your way of action, your way of the full preparation, your way of full the presentation, your way of full the emotion, everything will be to the highest level. If you don't think of the term called the outcome, if you don't think the term called output, if you don't think the term called the end result, if you don't think the term called destination, I am sorry, you may not be having so much of willpower. You might not be having so much of courage. You might not be having so much of boldness. You might not be having so much of the good presentation in your input or in your delivery or in your lecture or in your explanation. So please try to have the highest level of intelligence. For the highest level of intelligence, these three ingredients I have presented in a short span of time. That is confidence plus skill plus communication. By ultimately, it will go by default, it will lead to the intelligence power or intelligence enhancement. So this is what our topic has framed in this session, the effective enhancement in teaching and learning. And finally, I will say, you don't think that you are always a teacher. Think always you are a learner. There is a much difference between a teacher and a learner. If I think I am a teacher, I might be having a full stop in my learning. If I think I am a learner, the continuation goes on in all my works. The continuation goes on in all my thinking. The continuation goes on in all my activities. The continuation goes on in all my developments. See, I have given the concept, the term called development. The continuation goes on. There is a vast difference between the ancient type of or the olden days of teacher and the present scenario teachers. There is a variation. In the previous, teachers had only limited type of assignments. Teachers had only limited type of goals. But in the present scenario, it is not the case. Assignments are more. Our responsibilities are more. Our expectations are more from the other side. So for this, we should always be a learner. So that is what I have again chosen the topic called the effective enhancement of teaching and learning. I could have given the topic only teaching. No, teaching and learning. So learning is a continuous process. When you learn, you become mastery in teaching. And when you teach, ultimately your skill of learning becomes more increasing, becomes more, again, the thirst. Oh, I should learn some new thing. I should be able to find some new type of methodology in my learning tactic. I should be able to find some new type of formulae in my learning tactic. I should be able to find some new type of fragrance in my learning tactic. So in this way, your teaching and learning should be integrated. It should not be a one way, or it should not be a mono, or it should not be a single way process. Rather, it should be a integrating process. When you combine this teaching and learning in your way of profession, ultimately, I can give you the assurity you are the master, you are the winner, and you are the role model there. You are an impact for the students community. Not only for the students community, you are an impact for your fellow colleagues. You are an impact for your fellow opponents. You are an impact for your immediate your immediate higher authorities, your principal or your coordinator, like so on. You are an impact. You will become an impact for your administrators also, the management team also. So try to enhance your this confidence level, try to increase your skill level, try to increase your communication level, which will lead to the intelligence. And for the intelligence, you should always be in the race of, you should always be in the ground of teaching and learning. Merely teaching will not lead you to this level. You should integrate teaching with learning, and in vice versa, learning put into effectiveness of teaching. So this will make you to the highest level. This will make you to the growth level. This will make you to the popularity level. This will make you an uniqueness. Again, I'm concluding with the term called uniqueness. This is more important. Uniqueness. You try to have this always this kind of a self-thinking. I should be a unique personality. I should be a unique teacher. I should be a unique presenter. I should be a unique explainator. I should be a unique demo mentor. I should be a unique trainer. If you have this kind of thinking ability in your thoughts, in your actions, and in your spirit, ultimately intelligence will come to you. Intelligence will be rewarded to you. Intelligence will be given to you. Intelligence will be showered to you, and you will become mastery in learning new type of things, in going for the next level, in going for the next step, in going for the next higher achievement. So in life, till your last breath, till you are the what you have the confidence, ultimately this intelligence will follow you. If your confidence level is decreased, if your skill is not up to the expected level and your communication is very poor, ultimately this intelligence will go in dark state. You cannot expect the term called intelligence. It will go vanish. It will go into dark state. It will be out of the box. So think for the destination called intelligence, these three basic prerequisites, if you try to fulfill your way of development, your way of enrichment, your way of growing to the excellence level, will be continuing lifelong, will be going for a everlasting prospective career. I hope this session would have enlightened you. Small and a very brief input for the effective enhancement of teaching and learning in the future presentations also. I would like to give additional key points. It is not that this only these key points are sufficient. There are plenty of key points in this small presentation. I have insisted these small three key points. What for that? The solution is intelligence. So, my dear audience, hope this session would have been very useful for you. If you have any queries or if you want to share feedback, please mute yourself and give your valuable feedback.
Vice President of UMET, Taj Muhyiddin Saab is there.
Ji.
Taj Saab. Eh?
Yes, one or two. I will be happy to get the feedback. How do
Taj
you
Muhyiddin
find?
Saab. Taj Muhyiddin Saab hearing. கேக்குறீங்களா?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I'm
Yes,
Najam
yes,
Nisha
yes,
from
yes,
University.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So all the programs what you are conducting is very much useful for us. Really, it enhances ourselves to enrich with more knowledges and how we can make ourselves engage ourselves and what are the things that we have to develop ourselves, everything, whatever the things that we are getting the points from yourself is really useful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the audience
Yes, sir.
have picked up the points. We will be very eager to listen more points from Dr. Muhammad Waseem Bari Saab in next few more sessions. Yes, this is a vast topic, sir says. So we will be arranging some more sessions for him so that we learn all the things about the effective enhancement of teaching and learning. Thank you very much, sir. So with this, we are concluding this program. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.
Thank you.